Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And here comes a return from a few steps in it.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing to start the drive.
Biggs has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Right back to him on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
You look at this Arizona defense.
Yeah, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. And he's got Smith-Njigba.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here.
That's complete to Michael Wilson.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's pulled in by Brooks.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The Cardinals at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. At the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Biggs. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Biggs. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand. Running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return. And they'll begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Come on.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. Brooks. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. He'll look to throw.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
They're going to look to throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try the left side. It's Brooks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
18 cardinal, 18 cardinal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Trap 60, trap 60. 65 catch, 65 catch. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on 2nd down. Biggs eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
Operating from the gun. Biggs. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Let's go now.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Timeout. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Seahawks.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Block at the man in motion.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now they'll change things up. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as they'll try for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you've got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw again.
Going right back to Wilson.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Okay, break. Seven Pirates. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Check, smash.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
18 ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Michael Dana in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
70 Ranger. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Cards are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2.
19 Tiger. 19.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Second and 7 from the 20.
Operating from the gun, Biggs. They've got his man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw. Biggs.
On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Off the play fake. Biggs going right back to Smith and Jigba. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, Biggs. This is Fant on the short completion, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And now they'll shift things around.
Looking to throw on second down. Biggs flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Gun now on third down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping it. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Let go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Second and 3. He finds his man complete. It's Brooks. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready, ready.
He's back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Brooks. And he's got this down to the 35. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here's first and 10.
60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Brooks. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Brooks. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Prater for the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This is first and 10.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game.